be on this call. And so I want you to help me right now as I introduce a lady that she's been here, all right, for many, many years. This woman has been honored. She's been honored, guys, by Barack Obama. This ain't no joke. She is an artist as well. She has a hit single called Bitcoin Mommy. All right, this woman is helping thousands of people across the world on a daily basis. She is the CEO of Rich University. This woman has helped multiple people become multiple 6, 7, and 8-figure earners. She is a cancer survivor. She knows how to adapt, overcome, and win. But most importantly, guys, she is a mom and a wife, and she is a boss. She represents, guys, a woman that knows what she wants, impact over income, and she has an anointing over her life that I'm telling you, she is a blessing. She is the reason why she's the reason why I am here today, because I saw her on stage one time and I said, this woman is proving that we can do it too. I heard they said women couldn't trade, but I want to tell you something, guys. I want to tell you something, ladies. This is the lady that showed me that we can all do it, and she empowers every single place she goes. So if you have not been taking notes so far, I want to let you know that now is the time that you need to be taking notes. Now is the time that you need to be taking notes. Get your pen. Listen, remove distractions right now. All right. I tell you, I had the privilege of being in Dubai in a mansion with this woman for 7 days, and it completely changed my life. All right. And so if I'm going to borrow her to you for a few moments. OK, so I need you to pay attention. Please help me to welcome onto this call right now the absolutely incredible, the amazing, my mentor, Dr. Chyna Bethley. Let me see if we can. Let's see if I can.
Nikki. I hope you can hear me OK.
Yes, good. Perfect.
Awesome. I'm so excited to be here. Congratulations on you and UK coming together to host such a phenomenal call. Just bringing so many amazing champions to the line for the guests that are watching right now. You do such a phenomenal job. I just really want to tip my hats off to you for continuing this journey of success and not doing it alone, taking other people with you. So it's so iconic and it's so exciting all at the same time, seeing that you could develop sisterhoods and brotherhoods inside of this space. You and Miss UK coming in this space together, really doing what you guys are doing right now is really what it's going to take. This is an all hands on deck type of a season that
just bear with us, guys. We're just trying to get Dr. Chyna back on. The devil is definitely a liar. I don't know what happened. First, Miss UK. That's how you know this call is about to be powerful, guys, because I'm telling you. First, Miss UK, I don't know what happened to Miss UK's line. It completely went. And now, but I'm going to try and see if I can get Dr. Chyna back up. So just bear with us, guys. Let's see if we can get her back up. Okay, cool. Just give me one moment, guys. Let me just see if we can unmute.
Back. I'm not sure if you can hear me now, Nikki. Not sure what happened. It literally just booted me out.
Yes, we can hear you. You're back.
Awesome, awesome. But that's technology for us and it doesn't matter. So I'm back, guys. I appreciate it again. And I'm excited. And I think that's a testament of what happens sometimes in life. You can get started with doing something and maybe some kind of adversity pops up in life. And a lot of times what people do, unfortunately, is they retreat. They run back. They assume that it's a sign for them to stop. They assume it's a sign for them not to keep going. But what it really is a test. It's a test to see how bad you really want it. It's a test to authenticate you to see if the thing you said you wanted, the dream that you wanted to accomplish, if you're willing to go through the process to get it. So no worries. I expect things to happen when lives are being changed. I expect things to happen when there are breakthroughs that are about to be experienced. And so with that being said, 5 years ago, I got started with this amazing company, I Am Mastery Academy. And I just want to be transparent tonight with you guys. I was like most of you that are watching for the first time. If you're a guest and you're watching, just put some ones in the chat really quick. I like to know who I'm talking to. If you're a guest, you're hearing this information maybe for the first time or second time or even third time, but you're not a member yet. You're not a part of the academy yet. Just drop ones in the chat. Mickey, I see you. Drop ones in the chat because I remember 5 years ago, I was there. B, I see you. Jay, Kia, I see you. Lawrence, I see you. Jody, I see you. This is an appointment with destiny right now. I can tell you guys right now, 5 years ago, when I was introduced, I was like most people. I didn't know what the heck they were talking about when they talked about Forex. I thought it was something that was going to take a lot of time. I assumed that it was going to take a lot of money. And I assumed that it was going to take more mental capacity than I was willing to give it. It just looks so complicated and so technical. But the truth is, I was in a particular place in my life where I needed a breakthrough. I was in a particular place in my life where I needed increase. I needed to make more money. I was in a place where my back was against the wall financially. If that's making sense to anybody, if you can relate, drop twos in the chat right now. Because the truth is, sometimes when we're praying to go to the next level, sometimes when we need a breakthrough in our life, it's not going to always be packaged the way everything else that we receive was packaged. When you're going to a new level, when you're going to a new dimension, don't expect to recognize the way it's going to be packaged. And so when this came about, I was like, oh no, give me something with branding, marketing, beauty, because I don't know what you're talking about. But this was really exactly what I needed, guys. The tools, the products are so amazing that it allows you to take the device that you're probably watching me on right now, your smartphone, and it puts you in a position to literally turn it into an ATM machine. And I know that sounds a bit cliche and you're probably wondering, yeah, right, how could you do that? But as I listen to some of the testimonies on the call of people who are able to make hundreds of dollars literally in minutes by doing what banks have been doing all this time, it's really powerful and it's mind-blowing. Guys, we're literally turning pennies into dollars, dollars into hundreds, and hundreds into thousands of dollars from our phones. Why? Because we have access to a particular set of software. We have access to apps, and it's putting us in a winning position to do things that we probably didn't even know was able to be done. And so I'm excited because we're new to the party. We're 5 years old inside of this space. At least I'm 5 years old being inside of this company. But here's the thing. The foreign exchange world has been around for centuries. So though it may be new to us, it's not new. This has been going on for a long time. And so I encourage you to invite more wealth into your life. But here's what I believe. I believe most people from where I'm from, at least, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, here in North America, they don't have the money to be investing what they assume that it takes to invest. They assume that it takes a lot of money to invest. You know, when I think about investment, I think about stuff like real estate. And most people know that not only do they need some good money, they need some good credit. And so when most people look at, investing into these markets, they assume that they need a lot of money. For the members that are on right now, if you would just drop in the chat how much you started your live account with, I think it's very important that people see that it doesn't take as much as you think. Look at this, guys. I'm seeing $50, $50, $250, $100, $300, $100, guys. So that's what I'm saying. People, $50. Look at this, 250 pounds is not going to take what you probably think is going to take for you to really have a breakthrough in your life. But what it will take is something that doesn't cost you anything. It's going to take you making a decision. It's going to take you making a decision. I tell people all the time, making a decision is free. It's free to just decide. I remember when I was introduced to this industry and I did not physically have the money in my pocket. I did not physically have the funds that was required. When they showed the screen after telling me about the wonderful products and I knew in my heart and my spirit I wanted to do it, I didn't have the money when they told me the price point. But guess what I did anyway? I made a decision. I made a decision that I was going to do it. I made a decision I was going to figure out how I was going to get that money because I made a decision that I refused to be left out. I knew that something was happening. These people were making money and I wanted to be a part of it. So I challenge you, those of you that are watching right now that are guests, make make a decision right now. Make a decision right now that you're going to either do it or you're not going to do it. Regardless to what you decide, stick to it 100%. Don't be the person that needs somebody else to make the decision for them. I need to talk to the decision makers tonight. Listen, here's the thing. You heard Nikki say you got to be 18 years or older. So at 18 years or older, you are capable of making the decision. See, here's what I know. Sometimes as wives, because I'm a wife, I've been married for 20 years this year. You know, my husband and I, we love each other dearly. But what we also know is that we both are assets to our family. Therefore, if God shows me something and he allows me to see an opportunity, I can make a decision on my own with this marvelous brain that God has given me that can be a blessing to my family. And he loves and respects that. And the same for him. If he walked into an opportunity that could bless our family and bless our life, he is able with the brain that God gave him to make a decision. So I challenge you to make a decision that your family will thank you for, whether it's yes or whether it's no. Just make the decision, because it's free to make the decision now for whatever reason. If you need to get your finances together, if you're in between your millions for whatever reason, if $324, which is the normal price now, it's $274. If that's a little bit of a stretch for you, it doesn't matter. Make the decision and then decide when you're going to get in. One of the most powerful things that I was able to do that allowed me to make my first $1 million before I was 30 years old was doing just that. I decided that I wanted to be wealthy. I decided that I was going to stop listening to broke people. You know, we tend to do that sometimes. I had to change my way of thinking, and I stopped listening to people who did not have the results that I wanted. Sometimes they're family members, sometimes they're friends, for those of you that are working, sometimes they're coworkers. But if they do not have the results that you want, especially in the area of finances, they probably should not be your guidance in the financial area. And once I begin to make those decisions, the doors begin to open up. Once I begin to make those decisions, opportunities made themselves available to me. Once I began to make those decisions, I was walking into door after door after door after door, because people love being around people who are clear and are able to make those decisions. And so what I want to show you guys right now is something that really changed the lives of so many people, because some people that are listening right now, they got the 274, they're in, right? But maybe the 274 is in the back of your mind, like, how am I going to be able to afford this? For number one, you will be able to afford it if you commit to being coachable. You will be able to afford it if you commit to showing up to class. Just an hour a day, 30 minutes a day can change your life. Now, listen, the decision is free, right? The price is cheap, in my opinion. Let's just be honest. Many of us spend tens of thousands of dollars to go to a university. We spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to go and get a degree. And chances are many people are not in a position to double their money week by week working on those jobs. So now you have an opportunity to pay the price that you're going to spend on some bundles, ladies, the price that you're going to pay on some Jordans, fellas. And so now it's affordable to the masses. And I need you to put that into perspective. And so what we've done is we've created a system that allows a person that may be in between their millions to have more cash flow coming in. So you heard Nikki share with you that, listen, you bring two people to a call like this and they see the value, bam, you got a scholarship. Now your 274, the next month is now way, but some of you saying, well, shoot, I know a lot more people that want to make this money with me. I know a lot more people that got a smartphone. I know a lot more people that would love to, you know, learn and earn at the same time, copy and paste and make some money. Well, if you're a business minded, drop B's in the chat right now. I'm just curious to who's on the line. If you're an entrepreneurial minded person, it doesn't matter if you have a full-fledged business, not right now or not, but if you're a business minded, if you're entrepreneurial minded, if you understand the power of leverage, if you want to really participate in group economics, drop B's in the chat right now, because most of this call was all about the product. It was all about the testimonies. It was all about the software. It was all about the service. But over the next 5 minutes, I want to tap in to the business minded people for a moment, because what I know right now is that we're at the beginning of a recession. And I don't care if you're in North America, South America, I don't care if you're in the islands or if you're in the United Kingdom. This recession is not going to void anybody who does not have the right access. A recession simply means that money is moving from people who were not prepared to those who are. And I'm telling you guys right now, getting into this digital era is going to be critical. It's going to be critical to how you survive the recession that we're currently in. And so being business minded is going to be important. It's not going to be good enough for you to just be a consumer of the product. This is the season where you're not going to want to leave no money on the table. Why? Because your brothers, your sisters, your co-workers, they're going to be looking for a solution too. And so for those of you who have a heart for God's people that really are about impact, I introduce you to our compensation plan that would allow you to now go from paying the company to the company paying you. Why? Because you become an asset to the company, because we have a mission and a vision to impact 1 million families globally. And if you help us in that journey, guess what we do? We start to pay you by inviting people to calls just like this. How many people do you know that if they saw the products and heard the testimonies and heard the information, they would be interested too? So let me show you exactly what that looks like. Nikki, if you can share the slides for the compensation plan, I want to get into the numbers so that they can see how people are experiencing freedom inside of this space, freedom, financial freedom inside of this space by simply getting involved in something and being excited about sharing their experience with other people. Listen, you don't have to make $1 million before you share this with somebody. You just have to have a heart. You have to just know that you have a solution. It's like going to a prestige college. You don't have your doctorate degree yet, but you're learning something inside of this space, and you're excited to tell other people what they can learn inside of this space as well. So I encourage you guys right now to be open to the journey and to share your testimonies with people as you go along. Nikki, are we able to share the slides? Are you able to unmute? Let me see.
Yeah, loading. Give me 60 seconds, loading up.
Perfect, no problem. So with that part being said, I'm excited because, most of us, when we think about starting a business, the overhead, we think about the leasing fees, the rent fees that is going to cost, the light bill, the water bill, the marketing budget that is going to require, the attorneys that you have to hire, the websites that you got to get built, the infrastructure that needs to be in place, and all of the systems, all of that takes money. I'm going to show you now how to invest $274 and then just $16 on top of that to have a business, a digital business, so that you can become a digital entrepreneur. See, one thing about our product is that it's sexy. It's extremely sexy to sit in bed in your pajamas and press some buttons on your phone and make more money than some people are going to make a full day at a job without having to get in traffic, without having to leave your home if you don't want to. God forbid something else happens that restricts our movements where we can't leave the house, then what is the plan? Well, guess what? Here's the thing that I can tell you. 2020's pandemic did not stop the internet, nor did it stop money from moving. Therefore, our products continue to move, and our customers continue to get paid, and our business builders continue to build legacy. And now we are giving you an invitation to do the same thing. So what happens is when you invite 3 people to a call like this and they say yes, you go from just being a customer to now becoming an IBO. An IBO stands for independent business owner. Now you have what I like to call a micro franchise of a company that's been featured in Forbes twice, something that's highly respectable, a company that billionaires are attracted to, a company that has people like Bob Proctor, who's well-known and well-respected on the platform. It is attracted people like Floyd Mayweather. So when we talk about credibility, credibility is here. Myself, as a woman who received the global ambassadorship for the United Nations, would not be able to represent something that didn't have the credibility. A woman who received the Lifetime Achievement Award by Barack Obama, I wouldn't be able to be here if the credibility was not here. And so the credibility is sound and solid. So I feel good about sharing something with people that's going to be around for many, many years to come, right? And so when you invite 3 people to a call like this, see, here's the thing. We don't expect for you to teach the people that you're going to invite this information. No, we expect that they're going to learn with you, not from you. So when you invite 3 people, the company now pays you $150 a month. Now, when you invite, watch this, you invited 3 people. Now the company is paying you $150 a month. Now, when you go ahead and invite, let's say your team grows from 3 to 12. In fact, I want to share this slide with them if you don't mind, because this is the one that I prefer. So I'm going to share my slide, Nikki. If it gives me the option to. Give me 1 second, because this chart right here really, really was a game changer for me. One of the things that Nikki said is that she is an elite member. And that's really, really powerful, because elite is going to put you in a position to earn the maximum amount of money inside of this space while giving people that you're connected to the maximum ability to really, really win. So here we go. Let me share this slide with you guys. Okay, you should be able to see it now. Let me know if you guys can see it clearly. Perfect. Excellent. So watch this. You bring 3 people to a call like this. Bam. Now the company starts to pay you $150 a month, but they don't want to wait for a whole month to pay you. They want to actually pay you every single week. So every Friday, they're going to send you your money on Friday via debit card, right? Or whatever pay solution you choose. Now, when that 3 grows to 10, you now are going to be making $600 a month. Now, guys, this is in US dollars, but guess what I love about this? That's $7,200 a year that you're going to earn in this compensation plan. For 10 people being on your team, you may not have even invited all 10. But because your 3 grew to 10, because you directly enrolled or indirectly, meaning somebody that you brought in had a cousin that wanted to join too, guess what? That person counts for your 10. Now you're making $600 a month that they're going to pay you out every single week. Now, when that 10 grows to 23, I call this the Michael Jordan. You're making $1,000 a month. This is when it gets serious for a lot of people. How many people do you have in your phone log right now? How many people do you have on social media that you're connected to right now? How many people do you know that have a smartphone? Well, that is your audience right there. And when 23 of those people join your organization because you said yes first, the company now pays you, watch this, guys, $1,000 a month in residual income. See, this is the element that our schools really did not want us to learn about. See, this is what you call group economics. See, what they really wanted is for everybody to be employees for the rest of their life. Why? Because it would not allow you to leverage your time to do the things that allow you to be free. But with group economics, it allows you to have the freedom and the flexibility to do what you really want to do. Now you got $1,000 a month coming in, $12,000 an annual raise that you gave yourself. So if you walk into the human resource center and they don't want to give you a raise, it don't matter because you're now in a position of freedom to give yourself a raise. When that 23 grows to 56, guys, 56 people that you did not have to directly invite, collectively amongst those that you did bring on, guess what they're doing? They're using a product. They're making money. They're excited. They're telling people. They're posting it on social media. And because you were the one to make a decision tonight on this call, and you took advantage of first movers advantage, now those 56 people are on your team. This is why you got to be a decision maker, because people have to be able to trust your leadership. If you need everybody else to tell you it's okay to do something, you may not be the best leader for that group. See, decision makers are leaders because they know that they can make a decision on their own that the team members to come will be able to trust them for. So now you're making $2,000 a month with a team of 56 people. $2,000 a month that's being paid out to you every week. If an extra $2,000 a month coming into your household will make a difference for you, just go ahead and just drop 24,000 in the chat. Drop 24,000 in the chat. If an extra $2,000 a month would make it, drop 24K in the chat, because that's $24,000 raise that you've given yourself because you trusted yourself to make a decision that would allow you to be an asset. See, when you have access, you become an asset. When you have access to what we're providing to you, you become an asset to anybody that's around you. Now, when that 56 grows to 168 people, you're platinum 5,000, guys. This is a very special rank. It's a very special rank because I can tell you here in North America, $60,000 annual income is somebody who definitely went to school and got a degree for that. Most of the time here in North America, they got a whole lot of student loan debt to go with it. They're stuck in a whole lot of student loan debt. Here you have no debt to pay off. Why? Because your only overhead is $274 a month. $274 a month to put you in a position to make $5,000 a month. Come on, somebody, it just makes sense. If this makes sense to you, say it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Now, when that 168 turns into 372, this is when your life changes. Your life changes at this position for so many reasons. This is the position that Nikki is currently at. You're making $10,000 a month. Why would they pay you that type of money? Because we're on a mission to impact 1 million families. And we believe that you're so valued to this community because of you, you brought in 372 other families that lives are blessed to use this product. So now the company is paying you a 6-figure annual income. You're making $120,000 a month. I mean, annually, $120,000 a year because of one decision that you made that was followed up by several more rich decisions. And now you're a chairman, and chairman is bigger than just a title. It's really a state of mind. It means that you've been able to overcome the distractions. You've been able to overcome the naysayers. You've been able to overcome the resistance of people saying what you doing. Because you listen, don't expect to become successful in it and you ain't gonna have no resistance. That's why most people are not successful, because they listen to naysayers all the time. You got to be laser focused and have to have a real strong desire about where you're going. Otherwise, you disqualify yourself. I'm just going to be honest with you. If you really want this, make a decision and stay laser focused and get it. You got to be focused, guys. So that's $120,000 a year, $10,000 a month, $2,500 every 5 days, every 7 days, every Friday. The next position, guys, is chairman 25, then chairman 50, chairman 100, 250, 500. In fact, the compensation plan here is off the charts. But if you can't retain what I just shared, chances are you won't be able to retain much more. Now it's simply time for you to make a decision. And some of you, what that means is you got to get mad at whatever situation that you may feel is holding you back. Make a decision, say yes, and get involved. Whoever invited you here, regardless of what you decide, you should be texting them right now and saying, listen, thank you. Thank you for inviting me into a wealth community that gave me some access to some information that I would not have ordinarily had. This is really just the beginning. I'm ready to have fun with you on the inside. Listen, our whole site is on sale right now. And on the inside, it's so powerful. We are literally making money in minutes. Just like you saw Nikki do. She made $1,000 right before your eyes in 1 minute. We're talking about making money in minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, bag secured. And we simply want to show you how. Get back with the person that invited you. Tell them what you like most about what you saw so that we can welcome you inside of the Wealth family. Nikki, thank you again for inviting me. I'm so excited. I'm excited. Those of you that are ready to get started, just drop 7s in the chat right now. Those of you that are bold, iconic, ready to go, decision makers, drop 7 in the chat right now. Those of you that are ready to change your life, to be a part of something that's iconic and legendary, drop 7s in the chat. For those of you that are ready to go, you don't want to hop on another call where you're just a guest. You got to be on the inside. You need access to these multi-million-dollar banking software. You want to copy, paste, and profit. You want to have the opportunity to make $1,000 in a minute. Just the possibility for you to be able to compound your money. Drop 7s in the chat. With that being said, Nikki, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful for the invitation. Back to you, and God bless.
Thank you. I think we got Miss UK back, guys. Guys,
can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, girl. Yes.
Let's go. Dr. Chyna Bethley, my mentor, my sister, my friend. Listen, no weapon formed. Talk about resistance. You got to fight for the things that you want. You got to push through for the things that you want. This was just an amazing, listen, you guys, the irony, as I was driving and in traffic by the city where they do all the banking, I don't know what was going on right there, but they're blocking every single which one of the airways right there. But let me tell you, the revolution will be televised. And I just want to speak to those people who maybe they were like me when I got started, because if it wasn't for a rich relationship with, Dr. Chyna Bethley, then I wouldn't be here. And when I got involved, I wasn't thinking about anyone else. I wasn't thinking about impact. I wasn't thinking about anybody else's life except my own. I was thinking about the rent that I was short on that month. And I was thinking about how to make a few extra dollars, to support me, if I could get back in work. But the truth is, when I really figured this thing out, when I saw that first 77 cents, you saw Nikki make 1,000. For me, it was 77 cents that changed the game for me, because it was 77 cents that I made, in the warmth of my bedroom, in my pajamas. You know that feeling in the morning time when, that alarm's going off and you hitting that snooze several times, poking the toes out. And, in England, it gets cold when it gets cold. And I said, oh no, if I can make 77 cents and I invested $50 at that time, I said, I know that 70 cents can be $7.77. I know it can be 777. And when I literally, that became my reality, it was almost like I was in this beautiful, shiny vehicle, right? Driving through, the streets and seeing other people cold as well. Other people that were hungry, and all my doors were locked. And I couldn't keep my mouth locked up and leave those people out in the cold. So I had to share. I had to be, blessed to be a blessing to others. I had to be the house on the hill. So Dr. Chyna, I just thank you for all your encouragement, throughout the years, your mentorship, for leading by example, for being a servant leader, no matter what, no matter what odds are stacked up. Hurricane Katrina couldn't take you out, like breast cancer couldn't take you out. Your own daughter being born 1 pound 6 ounces couldn't take you out. And to be able to be there and watch you fight through the resistance, fight for the success that you want, fight for your position in the kingdom. Let me tell you, it's nothing but inspirational. I'm so glad that this is not just a race or a sprint, it's a relay, and that you passed the baton to me, and now I can pass the baton to others who are hungry, to others who need a way out, to other people who might be looking at the bills and the debt letters and, all those other things that don't seem like they're in alignment with what God has called you for, because God said that you are the head and not the tail. He said you will lend and not borrow. How are you going to do that without the right vehicle? So all the doors are open on this rich and wealthy sprinter right here, right now. And I'm just so happy and grateful to be able to be all in August with all of you, feeling this infinite overflow. Day 2 is day 2, right, for our All In August. And we will be back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Tell a boss to tag a boss. Miss Nikki knows now. I just had to come and just bless this at the end. I said, listen, no, oh no, you won't keep my mouth. Listen, I can dial in. I can dial into the Zoom.
Guys, we're going to be back here tomorrow, same time, same link. But before you go, I want us to really just congratulate Miss UK. This is my sister. I remember when we were in Dubai together, and she said her goal was to buy her first place. And guys, she is about to buy her first house cash. And I just want you guys to put in the chat, congratulations for my sister, Miss UK, right now, because she is about to buy her first house cash. Guys,
let's go.
We're going to see you tomorrow. Same link, guys. Get back to that person. Tell them thank you. Get yourself plugged in. We want to see you back here on the inside, and we're going to make this money together. We got live trading sessions tomorrow, so you get plugged in tonight. We're going to help you make that money back tomorrow. So see you all tomorrow. Bring a friend, and we're going to see you all tomorrow. We have another special guest tomorrow, guys. I can't wait, and we're going to see you tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, let's grow. Double blessings. Let's do this.